Maybe by saying them out loud, we can actually make these wishes come true. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV show casts we'd like to see reunite for one final episode.
Oh my god! Get explained! Oh my god! Get explained!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're only looking at series that are no longer on the air. We're focusing on shows that were successful or became a cult favorite.
You just threatened the president's life. They're gonna come here and arrest us. No, I'm not threatening his life. It's the Russians that have the Russian death ray. You didn't mention the death ray.
Number 10, Happy Endings.
I need this wedding to be, say it with me, Pearl
Harbor. Pearl Harbor, because we want this wedding to be the bomb, just like that Michael Bay movie, Armageddon.
The chemistry behind the 6 cast members of this show was the driving force behind its popularity. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to stop network executives from giving it the axe in 2013. Happy Endings took place in Chicago and was noted for its constant stream of pop culture references as well as its heartwarming moments.
I love my mom. We're like the Gilmore Girls, but we came first, so we're better. Plus, my mom's this cool touring cabaret singer as opposed to whatever Mom Gilmore did.
She worked at an inn with her best friend, Sookie St. James.
We're still wondering why this show didn't make the cut, as its strong writing and even better performances should have been enough to keep it running. We understand it hasn't been gone for all that long, but that will never change the fact that we'd love to see them all together again for one last hurrah. Number 9, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, dude, it's just a game. Well, how do you know it's not real and all of this is just a game?
These two identical twins lived the sweet life, pun intended, for a total of 3 seasons in the late 2000s. The premiere had a whopping 4 million viewers and was even nominated for a total of 3 Emmys.
Yeah, we're part of their posse.
Sprouse brothers Cole and Dylan have kept busy since the show ended, with Cole starring in the hit show Riverdale, while Dylan got a degree in video game design and later opened his own business. However, we'll never forget watching these two goofballs wreaking havoc in the fictional Tipton Hotel. Just imagining these two at it again and keeping their mom on her toes brings a smile to our faces.
Cody, I feel as brothers we should share the blame. I can't even stand sharing your DNA, and they're tiny.
Number 8, Drake and Josh.
He's gonna be my... Hug me, brother!
The story of 2 stepbrothers living together and being complete polar opposites with different interests and different groups of friends brought on hilarious adventures for the viewers. The show lasted for a grand total of 4 seasons and 2 movies, and left us wondering whatever happened to these two. The character of Drake is played by Drake Bell, who moved on to focus on his singing career, while Josh, played by Josh Peck, continued focusing on acting and married his longtime girlfriend Paige O'Brien. There was a bit of tension as Belle was not on the guest list for Peck's wedding, but we're hoping they've patched things up since then.
You calling me a liar?
I ain't calling you a truther.
Number 7, Gossip Girl.
Well, here's my advice. Have a little faith, and if that doesn't work, a lot of mimosas.
Based on a series of books by author Cecily Vonsegazer, Gossip Girl was the show you and your high school gal pals were obsessed with for years. The show was based around it girl Serena Vanderwoodson, who comes back to New York from a stint in boarding school, only to get wrapped up in the drama she thought she'd left behind.
Look, Blair, I'm really trying to make an effort here. I thought everything was good between us.
It was. Before I found out you had sex with my boyfriend.
Although the show aired for 6 seasons, we can't help but feel like our favorite collection of spoiled Upper East Siders had so much more to say. We know, the flash forward in the finale wrapped everything up nicely, but we would still watch them in their adult lives. Number 6, Charmed.
I have a great idea. Why don't I make a fabulous reunion dinner?
This show followed 3 sisters, Piper, Phoebe, and Prue, who were the most powerful good witches of their era. Charmed is based out of their family's Hallowell Manor, located in San Francisco. Each episode had its own twist, as we watched them using their powers to save and protect the lives of those around them from any evil beings, including other warlocks and demons. They were each gifted with their own unique power, And as the show continued, you could witness their powers, as well as their bond as sisters growing stronger. The show lasted for a grand total of 8 seasons, but boy, we would love to see them together again one more time.
Well, just as long as we're still demon-free, that's all that matters.
Number 5, That 70s Show.
Honey, on your way to the basement, could you pop these in the fridge? They're warm.
How could anyone forget this classic sitcom that was based on a group of best friends spending most of their high school days in Eric Foreman's basement or shooting hoops in his driveway? The show was set in a fictional town called Point Place in real-life Wisconsin and portrayed what growing up as a teenager was like in the 70s. The show was loaded with iconic characters, from Ashton Kutcher's goofy but lovable Kelso to Mila Kunis's Jackie, who, despite being a bit of a spoiled rich girl, still made us love her.
Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Everyone loves me.
Even the supporting characters like Eric's parents were great. Seeing these guys together again would be a total blast from the past.
Hey guys, last one upstairs. Has to call Reddit dumbass.
Number 4, Freaks and Geeks.
I don't need another friend. I already have 2. I mean, how many more friends does a guy need?
Despite having only aired for 1 season, Freaks and Geeks became a cult classic for a generation of young people. Judd Apatow and Paul Feig's hilarious yet heartfelt comedy drama about 2 very different groups of high schoolers trying to figure it all out in 1980s Michigan was definitely a show that left us too soon. What'd make this reunion really cool is the fact that a lot of the cast went on to become huge Hollywood stars. Because of this, a one-off reunion episode would be a unique experience for both the actors and the viewers.
Hey, Nick, I'm great. Oh, thanks for asking.
Hey, Ken.
Number 3, Lizzie McGuire.
And my first piece of advice is for you to let me have the job, because if I don't take it, Miss Dew will.
Who could forget about the clumsy and shy Lizzie McGuire and her 2 hilarious sidekicks? This show stuck around, thankfully, for a total of 65 episodes, but sadly went off the air in 2004. Watching Lizzie, Miranda, and Gordo go through the life stages of high school together and learning valuable lessons each time was an unforgettable experience. Lizzie had a pest of a brother and 2 quirky parents, Joe and Sam, who were just as hilarious as the rest of the cast. To see them together again would make a lot of people who grew up in the early 2000s pretty happy, to say the least.
Dear Lizzie, I think I may like my best friend as more than a friend.
What, do I have something in my face?
You're perfect.
Number 2, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
A bear! You made a bear!
I didn't mean to.
Undo it!
A supernatural vampire drama the likes of which we've not seen since. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was one of the first shows that proved a strong female lead could attract viewers. Sarah Michelle Gellar's performance as the titular character was completely multifaceted, going from hilarious to heartbreaking from scene to scene.
I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong, please. Please don't forgive me. Please. God, please don't.
During its heyday, the show would regularly pull in millions of viewers each episode. As many of the cast went on to do bigger and better things, it'd sure be fun seeing them back to their old slaying ways.
What can we face if we're together? What's in this place that we can never? There's nothing we can face.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
What makes me unique has brought every person I love into my life. And it could be the same for you.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being alone, you know. Joe taught me that.
Amanda, I took you in when you had nowhere to live.
That's because you wanted me for your Ponzi scheme.
You mean the Ponzi scheme where I paid your rent and you went out shopping?
Yeah, and I want my money back.
Whoa, Tori and Becker here. Who'd have thought that they'd be... I mean, what a coincidence. Oh, who am I kidding?
Number 1, Friends. For 10 seasons, Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, Chandler, Joey, and Ross made us laugh, cry, and cheer. Watching them grow as individuals and as a group, while trying to navigate the complex world of being single in New York, was one of the best small-screen experiences of the era. So how incredible would it be for the world to see them together again, even if it was only for 1 episode? Maybe Joey would be dating an Instagram model. Maybe Smelly Cat would have become a viral sensation.
Smelly cat, it's not your fault.
Would Rachel and Ross still be together? Now, all we can do is cross our fingers and hope that the TV gods answer our prayers.
What? That is so sweet!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.